They say life begins the moment memory begins. Hilda's life started with the memory of staring at an orphanage ceiling. That orphanage was managed by Wolfane Megacorp, the giant corporation ruling Wolfane society. Once she came of age, she was naturally drafted into Wolfane Megacorp, regardless of her own will. She became a member of the Red Cap Special Forces within the Megacorp. While slaughtering Wolfane rebels as usual, she realized she was actually enjoying the bloodshed. Seized by panic, she fled the army, escaping everything around her, and headed for the RimWorld. Arriving at the Rim, she ditched the name Hilda. She renamed herself Nacho after her favorite snack. Nacho enjoyed her newfound freedom for a bit, but soon realized she needed to build a shelter. She chopped some wood and started building a 13 by 13 base, the most efficient size she learned in the army. Wolfanes have genes that boost stats during a full moon and grant night vision. So, we needed to adjust her schedule. Day 1, she had to work during the day to build the shelter. But from day 2, I set her to the night owl schedule. Day 5 on the Rim. Nacho was sleeping soundly after expanding the base, but a guinea pig's squeaking woke her up. Annoyed by the disturbed sleep, Nacho helped the guinea pig depart on a very long journey. Realizing we needed electricity, Nacho built a lab and started researching batteries. While napping as usual, a loud crash and a transport pod alert woke her up. That name sounds strangely familiar, or is it just me? Blizzard wanted to join. He was a great researcher, true to his name. But sensing he might cause some controversy later, Nacho ignored him and went back to sleep. Day 7. Research was too slow. Nacho decided we needed more colonists, so she designed a guest room for future visitors. While building the guest room, she dozed off, only to hear a new visitor alert.
Hello.
Excited by the news of a capable visitor, Nacho quickly finished the guest room and went out to greet them. If we greet them too roughly, they might depart for the afterlife. So, she switched her weapon to a cute little wood log.
Too big.
Oops, the guest fainted from our warm welcome. Nacho escorted the guest to the guest room, checked their stats again with a satisfied smile, and tended to their wounds. The guest is a Rabbie. They suffer mental breaks without planetarium. So she made sure to haul the planetarium they dropped. Guest? No, soon to be family. Let's just call her Marie. While Nacho was converting Marie to our ideologian and feeding her, a mechanoid ship crashed into the settlement with a huge tremor. She rushed to the crash site and found something that looked expensive. She didn't understand the situation, but expensive means loot. She hauled it home. Day 8. Travelers from the Iron Ratkin faction visited. We had no silver to buy anything, so Nacho ignored them and went to sleep. But then, she heard angry shouts from the Ratkins. A leopard bit one of them to death, and they get mad at Nacho? Hard to understand these people. Day 9. Yesterday was unpleasant, but Nacho decided to hunt the leopard before it caused more trouble. Even with low visibility due to rain, she got it easily. That's a red cap special force veteran for you. While deconstructing ship chunks for steel and components, suddenly an alarm. Goblin raid? There are goblins on the rim? Confused, she checked. Turns out it's just space pirates named Goblin. A pirate rushing in with just a dagger? Cut down instantly. After the fight, Nacho starts eating right next to the loot. Thanks to her bloodlust trait, she doesn't mind the corpses. Day 16. Battery research complete. Time to build wind turbines and batteries to power the base. A wanderer named Cholaki, kicked out by a lover, wants to stay and help out. We were short on hands, so Nacho welcomed Cholaki and accepted the temporary join offer. Cholaki has great plant skills. Now we can grow cotton. As the colony grew, Nacho decided to name it. Without much thought, she went with Nacho Lovers. Day 20. To start mechanoid research, Nacho decoded the signal at the comms console and accepted the ancient debris quest. As if knowing Wolfanes are weak to fire, a scorcher showed up. She got injured but took it down easily. Without delay, she installed the mech link. Nacho's tail, injured in the fight, developed an infection. Cholaki used medicine to tend the tail, but the tend quality was low. Nacho looks worried. Just then, Pinchili, a blind healer with cheat-like skills, asked to join. Since Nacho was bedridden, Cholaki accepted Pinchili's request instead. With Pinchili's special healing ability, Nacho's severe infection was cured instantly. Luckily, there were no side effects. Day 23. More colonists meant a food shortage. Since the constructoid finished the wind turbine, Nacho built a freezer and a nutrient paste dispenser to solve the food issue. Just as the food supply stabilized, Marie finally agreed to join the colony after 18 long days. Not long after welcoming Marie, another visitor arrived. The guest room was vacant, so we escorted the guest there immediately.
이제 제 겁니다.
Ah, the uninvited guest got upset and started a ruckus. Nacho and Marie had to give them a love tap.
적을 처치했습니다.
Kind-hearted Marie decided to treat them anyway, moving the downed guest to the prison. Infirmary. Day 25. The reviews must be good because another guest showed up today. After receiving Nacho's friendly welcome, the guest lost consciousness. Nacho politely escorted them to the guest room. Marie has gone into a wandering mental break due to planetarium withdrawal. We can't produce planetarium yet, but thankfully, the recent visitor dropped some. I'll have to pick that up. Pinchili felt sorry for Marie and tried to use the unnatural healing skill to fix her left arm. Oops, side effect, she grew a flesh mass tentacle. Embarrassed, Pinchili complimented Marie's shirt and ran away. A sudden alarm put Nacho on edge. Looking around, an imperial general was running from a man-hunting rat, asking for help. Nacho wondered why a general couldn't handle one rat. But upon seeing him, she understood immediately. Nacho got slightly injured hunting the rat, but Focus boarded the shuttle safely. The Empire decided to grant Nacho the title of Yeoman and a level 1 Psylink as a reward. Nacho thought it was too much for just killing a rat, but she didn't refuse. The bestower arrived and the ceremony began immediately. The bestowing ceremony was long and boring, but Nacho endured it since it was for her. Cardiles, the bestower, appreciated Nacho's seriousness and granted a bit more honor. Then, pondering how to punish Valens for chatting during the ceremony, Cardiles boarded the shuttle and left.
Raised by whispers in the dark, howling moon, a broken spark. Hands that fed me, hands that tied, claws grew sharper every night. They put a gun where my heart should be. They called it duty, I called it grief. Run, why?